26th January 2021, 72nd Republic Day of India, the largest democratic country in the world. On this occasion, I would request our Vice Principal Sir to hoist the national flag. Vande Mataram. Vande Mataram. Vande Mataram.
Good morning, happy Republic Day. Now, a very short speech will be delivered by our director, sir. Sir, please come here.
My dear affectionate students, beloved principal, vice principal, teachers, and non-teaching staff, and honorable members of the school and the mother body, Arambagh Nivedita Trust. Today is 26th January 2021, 72nd Republic Day of India. After independence in the year 1947, Indian Constitution Assembly was formed, headed by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, to frame Indian Constitution. After a severe and hard working of more than 2 years, the framework of Indian Constitution was completed and it was accepted by the Indian government on 26th November 1949. Just 2 months after it, the Indian Constitution came into force on 26th January 1950. Now, this constitution is the largest constitution of the world. Not any other constitution of any country can keep with the spirit of Indian Constitution. In the preamble, it has been declared that India is a sovereign, democratic republic. After that, Indian Constitution has undergone various sorts of amendments, as many as 104 amendments till now. Now, in one such vital amendment, 2 other words have been added, and these 2 words are very vital. One is secular and the other is socialistic. So now India is a socialistic, secular, sovereign, democratic republic. Sovereign India is independent in all respects. In no aspect, Indian Constitution and the Indian government is dependent on anybody or any authority or any country or any government. That is the spirit of sovereignty of Indian Constitution. And it is the largest democracy in the world. China has the largest population, but it is not a democratic country. America boasts of their democratic spirit, but it is not the largest democracy. India is the largest democratic country in the world. I have already mentioned that 2 vital words have been included in the preamble to the Indian Constitution. One is secular. That is the most remarkable spirit of the Indian Constitution. India doesn't nourish, only nurture only one religion. We find here side by side temples of the Hindus, mosques of the Muslims, churches of the Christians, gurdwaras of the Sikhs, and again monasteries of the Buddhists and the Jainas. Besides them, there are so many sects and cults prevailing in India, and all these sorts of people following different kinds of religion coexist in the country, in our country, India, with peace and amity. That is the most vital spirit of India. Another vital spirit is, it is a socialistic country. It is not a capitalistic country. The spirit of capitalistic country is the rich will be richer and the poor will be poorer. But here, our government is a welfare government. That is why India always looks after the welfare of all the people, particularly the poor and the disabled. Now, on this auspicious day, all the citizens of India and you, the students who are the future citizens, must take a place that we must have to maintain the spirit of the Indian Constitution, the dignity and prestige of Indian Constitution in our country. This should be our foremost duty of each and every citizen of free India. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring speech today. My dear students, my parents, my viewers, my faculty, my friends and everybody who is watching it, myself, Aishwarya Mukherjee ma'am, wishes you a very happy Republic Day on behalf of my beloved school, Arambagh Vivekananda Academy. Today we are here to enjoy a short program based on Republic Day. सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्ता हमारा. Yes, my India is the best nation to us from among all. And we always dream a very beautiful future for my country. Republic Day. It is a day which shows equality. It is a day which gives us, the commoners, the power for being a proper citizen. Yes, it is the 72nd Republic Day of India. And today, by our program, we are going to pay tribute and respect to all those strugglers, to all those freedom fighters, to all those martyrs and brave men who brought us the freedom in real sense. Before we commence the program, we have with us our history teacher, Pratap sir, with you to explain to you the story how Europeans came into our nation for trade. Let us hear the story from our sir's mouth.
Thank you, ma'am, and happy Republic Day to all of you. I need to share something about our great history of the great Indian nations. In the year of 1717, Mughal Emperor Farrukhsiyar given the official foreman or the royal order to the East India Company. They wanted to trade with India, so they took this opportunity, but they did it in illegal way and unfair way, and they were starting the torturing or different kind of unfair or illegal affairs with the Indians. And they made colony India. And this is our welcoming natures, that everyone was welcome, and it is our great cultures, but we were wrong. We were under the British rule. Now for the 200 years, our great ancestors like Subhash Chandra Bose ji, Bhagat Singh ji, Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, or many others lost their life and sacrifices their life so we can live happily. And finally, in the year of 1947, we got the independence. And in the year of 1950, our constitution came into effect, and we have been officially the democratic republic and sovereign country. This was a short story, but why 26th January was regarded as the Republic Day? Because in the year of 1929, 31st December, Subhash Chandra Bose ji and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru ji took the oath on behalf of the Indian peoples that no more agitation proposals or requesting, we need complete independence. So that's why it was also decided by the Indian National Congress that every year 26th January would be celebrated as the Independence Day, and it was continuing for the 17 years. And our government, to give the homage and the respect to our great ancestors, this 26th January was selected as the Republic Day. Thank you all. Vande Mataram and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing the story with
Thank you,
us. All right, students, now enjoy the spectacular dance performance choreographed by your Ritu ma'am and enjoy the program. Once again, wish you all a happy Republic Day. Jai Hind!
Jai Hind. Vande Mataram.
জয় হিন্দ।
হে মোর চিত্ত পূর্ণ তীর্থে জাগরে ধীরে, এই ভারতের মহামানবের সাগর তীরে জাগরে ধীরে। হে মোর চিত্ত পূর্ণ তীর্থে জাগরে ধীরে, এই ভারতের মহামানবের সাগর তীরে জাগরে ধীরে। হেথায় দাঁড়ায় দুবাহু বাড়ায় নমি নর দেবতারে,
উদর ছন্দে পরমানন্দে বন্দন করি তারে।
ধ্যান গম্ভীর এই যে ভূধর নদী জপমালা ধৃত প্রান্তর,
হেথায় নিত্য হার পবিত্র ধরিত্রী রে,
এই ভারতের মহামানবের সাগর তীরে জাগরে ধীরে।
কেহ নাহি জানে
কার আহ্বানে কত মানুষের ধারা, দুর্বার স্রোতে এলো কোথা হতে সমুদ্রে হলো হারা, কত মানুষের ধারা। হেথায় আর্য হেথা অনার্য হেথায় দ্রাবিড় চীন, সকল দল পাঠান মোগল এক দেহে হলো লীন। পশ্চিমে আজি খুলি আছে দ্বার, সেথা হতে সবে আনে উপহার,
দিবে আর নিবে মিলাবে মিলিবে যাবে না ফিরে।
এই ভারতের মহামানবের সাগর তীরে জাগরে ধীরে।
এসো হে আর্য,
এসো হে আর্য, এসো অনার্য হিন্দু মুসলমান, এসো এসো আজ তুমি ইংরাজ, এসো এসো খ্রিস্টান হিন্দু মুসলমান।
এসো ব্রাহ্মণ সূচি করে মন ধরো হাত সবাকার। এসো হে পতিত হোক অপনীত সব অপমান ভার।
মার অভিষেকে এসো এসো তারা মঙ্গল ঘটায় নিজে ভরা, মার অভিষেকে এসো এসো তারা মঙ্গল ঘটায় নিজে ভরা, সবার পরশে পবিত্র করা তীর্থনি রে। আজি ভারতের মহামানবের সাগর তীরে জাগরে ধীরে, আজি ভারতের মহামানবের সাগর তীরে জাগরে ধীরে, আজি ভারতের মহামানবের সাগর তীরে
विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा